As Nigeria struggles to get a grip of the insecurity situation, recent revelation on forces behind the prolonged Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast has given rise to questions on the commitment of governors in the region to tackle the problem.
Nigerians are still reacting to comments from former CBN Deputy Governor Badayami Lafia, alleging that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram. The Northern Governors Forum says a weighty allegation as that must be thoroughly investigated by security agencies.
But despite this development, finding a lasting solution to insecurity remains the major task at hand. Well, joining us via Skype to discuss this is security consultant and managing director, Mega Guards Services Limited, Richard Amua. It's good to have you join us this morning. Good to see you. Let's just discuss this. Of course, it's a very troubling topic when in the space when we have to discuss this. It's very troubling. Boko Haram on one hand, banditry, communal clashes, armed robbery, kidnapping, and you have these problems peculiar to different regions. But the question I'd like to ask you is, are we getting enough support from the international community here?
First of all, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Getting support from international communities. I'm not sure we're asking for it. And if you ask, I'm very sure they would have supported us. For example, just a few weeks ago, the US told us about what is happening in West Africa by the ISIS. And up to now, what happened? You can see the comment by the representative of the army, just brushing it aside, which I think is not really good. So if we really want to ask for international assistance, we should be calling for it by now, or even before now. So I don't think I think we need it, and we need to ask if it's possible.
But if you say that the government is not asking for support, for international support, do you really think we need international support to tackling our own problems that are peculiar to Nigeria and, if I must say, West Africa?
It's done all over the world. Look at what is going on in some African countries today. There's international support everywhere. So we cannot just sit back here, just keep complaining. Like we keep saying, look at the intelligence report about the issue of Boko Haram. Why are we not getting there? Why are we not getting it? But for me, I have advocated the fact that we should ask for it. We should go to Israel, go to America, go to Great Britain, whatever it's going to take for us to get this insurgency out of from our country. But like I said again, it's not be out of place if federal government seek a foreign support to tackle this once after all. Again, this foreign support depends on, is it finance, is it equipment, is it for them to come, is it for them to give us, help us with the intelligence report and so many other things. So it now depends on what we want and what federal government want from the international support.
All right. Now, we have spoken to some security consultants like you who confirm that there are different levels of assistance. Well, like one of the ones you mentioned was the issue of intelligence sharing, where the U.S. was alerting Nigeria of Al-Qaeda infiltration into Nigeria's northwest. And then there are also areas of capacity building amongst the army and all of that. Now, when it comes to assistance, a lot of Nigerians expect to have foreign soldiers on the field in the northeast fighting alongside Nigerian army and all of that, which certainly the security agencies will say certainly that's not going to happen. But when it comes to the capacity of the Nigerian army and security agencies to curtail and keep Boko Haram behind, do you think they now have that capacity, or they have always had that capacity?
The truth here is that Nigerian army really don't have best. Sometimes I come on forum like to say that I think for Nigerian army. Let's be sincere with ourselves. No, really be sincere with ourselves. Look at for how many years right now as this war has been on.
10 years.
I don't know. 10 years. You see, we have said this time without number. You can't continue same thing and try to get a better result. Nigerian army have really done their best. They've tried their best. Again, what is the next way forward? That's the question. Mr. President, I've been having meetings upon meetings with the service chief for the past couple of weeks because he's concerned about the situation. I would not expect Mr. President to go to the war front to go and fight on his own. It's the army. And again, I'm saying here that we need to get whatever help it's going to take to do this. You see, I think it's obvious to us right now to understand that this war is just beyond, sending the equipment, just sending the army. There's a lot to it that we need to sit down and ask ourselves. That's why when anybody comes up on any of the forums to say something, let's not just broad the statement aside. Let's investigate and say what is going on. Is it political? Is it economical? What is the problem that for 10 good years we cannot resolve a security situation in part of a country? So that's why a lot of security consultants, a lot of security experts have looked at the situation and they keep asking the same question. What way and how do we go about this? Do we resolve it locally? Do we go with the chiefs, with the community? Do we sit down with them and discuss what's forward? If after so many killings, after many bombings, after many things that have happened, what is the way forward? That's what federal government should be asking right now and be doing. And if we cannot get this, if the military capacity is not enough, let's help for assistance. But let's listen. I always say this again. Don't forget that this part of the country, that's northeast, northwest, those parts of we can't say they've been neglected over the years because there are people who have ruled this country for several years. I can see the poverty in the land in that area. So do we say let's provide a job for them, let's provide money, let's provide things for them, but I just will help them out. So you see, it's so really disheartening to see what is going on today in that part of the country.
All right. We have to leave it here now. Thank you very much, Richard Amoa, for your time on the program.